Inside the lab, students sit attentively at their desks, all eyes on Mrs. Ray. Amidst the focused atmosphere, Luna appears lost in thought, a visible cloud of confusion crossing her features. Mrs. Ray addresses the class, her expression encouraging and supportive, fostering an environment of eager learning. Another student raises a hand, her face etched with curiosity as she prepares to ask a question. The lab is filled with the quiet hum of scientific exploration, each student absorbed in their pursuit of knowledge. Luna continues to look perplexed, her brow furrowed as she grapples with the lesson's concept. Sunlight bathes the classroom, illuminating MRS RAY as she stands before her students. A beacon of warmth, the students sit a sea of faces, some alight with understanding, others clouded with confusion. Among them, Luna's bright eyes betray a furrowed brow, a hint of the challenge ahead. MRS Ray's voice cuts through the quiet anticipation. All right, class. Today we're tackling prompts. Her gaze softens as she turns toward Luna, offering a gentle invitation. Luna, you look puzzled. Luna's frustration is palpable as she stands alone, manipulating an intricate device. Her efforts prove fruitless, the device stubbornly unresponsive. A shadow of doubt crosses Luna's face as she struggles to understand the technology before her. Defeated, she voices her frustration. I don't get how to make them work. It's like the AI doesn't understand me. Her words hang in the air, unanswered, emphasizing her isolation in this technological puzzle. An ordinary room, bathed in gentle light, holds secrets yet untold. Mrs. Ray steps forward, her voice cutting through the stillness with a sharp observation. That's a common problem, she begins, her words carrying the weight of experience. She elaborates. Think of prompts as instructions, her tone firm and instructive. They need to be clear and specific, she concludes, her words echoing in the quiet room. The observation room shines with sterile light, where shadows dare not tread. Mrs. Ray's severe gaze fixes on the empty chair opposite her, a silent invitation hanging in the air. Her voice slices through the silence, a clinical demand. Let's bring in subject. The sterile air vibrates with anticipation as Mrs. Ray continues, her voice tinged with an edge of expectation. Her clinical curiosity sharpens as she commands, Subject, can you give us an example of a poorly written prompt? In the sterile laboratory, a futuristic AI interface pulses with soft light, casting an ethereal glow. Data streams cascade across the screen, their complex patterns hinting at the immense power contained within. A disembodied voice fills the space, calm and precise, cutting through the silence with calculated clarity. Subject's voice is calm and precise. The room remains sterile and minimalist, a stark reminder of the cold intelligence that pervades the laboratory. In the writer's room, a blank page waits, stark white under the lamp's glow. The cursor blinks, a mocking pulse in the silence. The writer's silent struggle begins. Write something. The writer's mind gropes for ideas, lost in a sea of unformed thoughts. In the quiet room, the writer's internal monologue begins. That is a vague prompt. The vague prompt hangs in the air, unanswered, as the blank page remains untouched. In a stark, sterile room, Anticipation hangs heavy as Mrs. Ray, impeccably dressed, confronts an unseen presence. The room seems to pulse with unspoken tension, every corner echoing with the weight of expectation. Mrs. Ray's voice cuts through the silence, sharp and precise. Exactly. A subtle shift in her posture hints at the power dynamics at play. Her challenge hangs in the air. Now, subject, a better prompt. In the silent writer's room, sunlight bathes the scene as the writer faces the blank screen. Dust motes dance in the sunbeams, a silent ballet in the otherwise still room. The half-empty mug of coffee sits beside the keyboard, a silent testament to the writer's struggle. A sigh escapes the writer, a breath of frustration in the quiet room. The writer speaks, their voice echoing slightly in the empty room. Write a haiku about the feeling of autumn leaves falling. In a stark, nondescript room, Mrs. Ray stands, a portrait of composure. Her voice cuts through the silence, each word measured and precise. With unnerving calm, Mrs. Ray states, precisely, detail and context are key. A beat of silence hangs in the air, heavy with unspoken implications. The room seems to shrink around her, amplifying her unsettling presence. Her words linger, casting a shadow over the otherwise ordinary setting. In an expectant atmosphere, Mrs. Ray stands, her gestures hinting at a forthcoming demonstration. With anticipation building, Mrs. Ray's voice fills the room. Now, let's bring in Tinker. She continues, her words laced with caution. Tinker is still learning, so let's see how it interprets a basic prompt. The air thickens with suspense as all eyes turn towards the unseen, awaiting Tinker's debut. A holographic interface flickers into existence, its cartoonish design a stark contrast to its predecessors. The interface's diminutive size belies the enthusiastic voice of Tinker. The interface is emanating Tinker's voice, enthusiastic but less refined. Tinker's voice, enthusiastic but less refined, emanates from the interface. The icons bounce playfully, adding a touch of levity to the sterile environment. In an undefined space, Mrs. Ray sits at her desk, anticipation etched on her face. Mrs. Ray's voice fills the room, her command clear, Tinker, write a short story. The desk stands barren, a silent testament to the creative void awaiting inspiration. Her eyes reflect a mixture of hope and challenge, awaiting the unfolding narrative. The room hangs in a balance of expectation, ready to be filled with the echoes of Tinker's tale. A lone microphone stands sentinel in the dimly lit voiceover booth, its presence amplified by the soundproofing foam. A single sheet of paper rests on the music stand, the only source of light reflecting off its surface. From the depths of the booth, Tinker's voice echoes, once upon a time there was stuff. A pause hangs in the air, thick with anticipation, before Tinker delivers the unexpected punchline. With a final irreverent flourish, she concludes, "The end!" The classroom vibrates with the boundless energy of youth, a symphony of laughter echoing through the air. Joyful students fill the room, their faces alight with pure, unadulterated amusement. Waves of laughter crash against the walls, the very air thick with delight. Each giggle and guffaw paints a portrait of carefree exuberance in the vibrant classroom. The room transforms into a sanctuary of mirth, where every corner resonates with youthful glee. The infectious laughter binds the students together, creating a moment of shared, unforgettable joy. Luna stands in an unknown space, her face a mask of dissatisfaction. Her eyes narrow, revealing a critical assessment of something unseen. With a tone edged with disappointment, Luna declares, "Okay, definitely needs work." She sighs softly, the air thick with unspoken critique. Luna shakes her head slowly, a silent judgment hanging in the air. Her expression hardens, resolving to address the unseen issue with a determined resolve. In her writing room, Mrs. Ray sits absorbed, her fingers poised over a sleek computer. Mrs. Ray murmurs, considering the story's direction. "Right, now, let's give Tinker a more specific prompt." Her voice gains clarity as she commands, "Tinker, write a short story about a robot who wants to be a dancer." Mrs. Ray waits expectantly. In the heart of the robot factory, rows of emotionless robots stand silently, awaiting their purpose. Amid the silent ranks, Unit 734, worn and weathered, secretly dreams of a life beyond servitude. Unit 734 dreamed of dancing. Against the cold steel, Unit 734 attempts a dance move, his joints protesting with sparks. But his joints were rusty. In the secrecy of the night, Unit 734 continues his determined practice, fueled by a dream. He practiced every night. In the stark simplicity of the unknown, Luna stands alone, a figure defined against the backdrop of an empty space. A subtle shift in the light catches Luna's eye, drawing her attention to an unseen transformation. The air crackles with a newfound energy, a silent promise of change as Luna's expression begins to soften. With a hint of awe, Luna's eyes widen as she beholds the altered reality, a sense of wonder washing over her features. A gasp escapes her lips as she whispers, "Wow, that's much better." The space around Luna seems to breathe with renewed life, reflecting her own sense of exhilaration and relief. In a stark, undefined space, Mrs. Ray stands, her gestures sharp and commanding. She seems to address an unseen presence, her voice carrying a note of authority. "See, specificity helps," she asserts, her eyes gleaming with purpose. She turns her gaze, seeking a response. "Tinker, can you tell us what helped you write that story?" The air hangs with anticipation, awaiting Tinker's reply to Mrs. Ray's urgent question. Sunlight floods Tinker's workshop, a chaotic haven of gears and dreams. Amidst the disarray, Tinker, a whirlwind of wild hair and goggles, breathes life into a small humanoid robot. From the depths of his inventive mind, Tinker's voice echoes. The words robot, dancing, and rusty joints gave me ideas. The robot, a testament to Tinker's vision, stands ready to dance. Sunlight bathes the writing room as Mrs. Ray beams, ready to inspire. Tinker, the modern robot, stands poised with notepad in hand, ready to create. Mrs. Ray's encouraging voice fills the room. "Now, let's try adding constraints." She challenges the robot. "Tinker, write a short story about a robot who wants to be a dancer, but it has to rhyme." Tinker's LED eyes flicker, processing the new creative challenge. The notepad in Tinker's hand awaits the first words of a rhyming robot tale. In the dimly lit robot repair shop, a labyrinth of spare parts and lifeless robot forms stretches into the shadows. Amidst the disarray, a small rusty repair bot named Tinker stands out. Her single optic glows with unwavering concentration, illuminating the intricate work before her. Tinker's voice echoes in the quiet shop. There once was a bot named Sue, whose dancing dreams were shiny and new. With circuits bright, she danced all night, hoping her dreams would come true. The poem hangs in the air, a poignant contrast to the silent, broken robots surrounding her. Luna stands in silent awe, a soft light illuminating the scene. Her eyes sparkle with curiosity, reflecting the mystery of her surroundings. A moment of pure astonishment crosses Luna's face as she exclaims, "That's amazing! How did it learn to rhyme?" Luna's voice echoes with excitement, a sense of wonder filling the air. Inside the unknown location, monitors glow with complex algorithms, illuminating the silent dedication of Mrs. Ray. Her gaze focuses on the screens as the room hums with the quiet power of servers. In a moment of revelation, Mrs. Ray notes, Tinker is accessing a vast database of rhymes and patterns. She concludes with sharp insight, the constraint forces it to use that data. In the sterile light of an unknown location, Mrs. Ray stands, hope etched on her face, as Tinker, the small robot, whirs quietly. Mrs. Ray's voice fills the room with anticipation. Let's try one more. Tinker, write a haiku about a sad robot. Tinker remains still processing the request, its internal mechanisms humming. A moment of quiet tension hangs in the air, waiting for the sad robot's haiku. The room awaits silent as Tinker prepares to articulate the sorrow of a machine. In the abyss of night, the faint sound of dripping pierces the silence. A lone bare bulb casts a dim glow, unveiling a chaotic web of wires and machinery. Oil glistens on the cold, unfeeling metal, each drop a tear in the mechanical heart. From the shadows, a voice echoes, a lament of isolation. Wires hang so low, tears of oil drip slowly down. No one understands. The light flickers, casting dancing shadows that deepen the sense of desolation and mechanical sorrow. The dripping continues, a mournful rhythm in the cold mechanical darkness. Luna's face shows deep thought, a puzzle forming in her mind. She leans forward, a glimmer of understanding beginning to light her eyes. Confusion melts away, replaced by the dawn of comprehension. Luna speaks, her voice laced with newfound clarity. Okay, I'm starting to get it. It's like giving the AI a puzzle to solve. Mrs. Ray, a beacon of warmth, stands before her eager students, a whiteboard filled with knowledge behind her. With a warm smile, Mrs. Ray gestures, ready to unleash the power of creativity within her classroom. Mrs. Ray's voice fills the room with anticipation. Now, let's break into groups. She shares the task. I want each of you to write 3 prompts. One vague, one specific, and one with constraints. The challenge is set. Then, we'll see how Tinker responds. The classroom buzzes with the energy of collaborative learning. Enthusiasm radiates from every corner as students dive into their group tasks. A symphony of excited chatter fills the room, reflecting the vibrant exchange of ideas. Laughter punctuates the air as connections spark and solutions emerge. The room transforms into a dynamic hub of youthful innovation and discovery. Each group becomes a microcosm of collaborative spirit, fueled by shared curiosity. In the lab's sterile environment, Luna's team forms a tight circle, their focus absolute. The hum of the computer fills the air, a silent witness to their intense concentration. Their collective breath seems held, anticipating a breakthrough that could change everything. Each line of code, each data point, is scrutinized with the fervor of explorers charting new territory. The weight of their mission hangs heavy in the air, fueling their relentless pursuit of knowledge. In this sanctuary of science, Luna and her team stand united, ready to confront the unknown. The scene materializes, a breathtaking vista of chrome and glowing flora. Silent vehicles glide through the sky, tracing paths between colossal towers. Holographic advertisements flicker, showcasing unimaginable products and experiences. The air vibrates with unseen energy, a symphony of technological marvel. Luna speaks, her voice echoing slightly. Okay, here's my vague one. Describe the future. Darkness engulfs the scene, pierced only by a growing hum that vibrates through the void. Ethereal light begins to weave through the darkness, casting its glow on unidentifiable metallic structures. The strange technology looms into view, alien and incomprehensible. A voice echoes from the unknown, foretelling the future will be different. A wave of laughter erupts, filling the space with warmth. Joyful expressions light up their faces, mirroring a shared moment of lightness. The sound of their laughter echoes, creating an atmosphere of camaraderie. A shared joke or memory sparks a burst of collective amusement. The moment of levity lingers, leaving a sense of unity in its wake. Sunlight floods the classroom of the future, where desks cluster in pods, each student immersed in holographic interfaces. Gone are textbooks. AI tutors now guide each student through their personalized curriculum. Luna, a sleek orb-like AI tutor, hovers near Anna, ready to assist. Luna asks, "Okay, specific one. Describe the future of education in a world where AI tutors are common." The classroom buzzes with collaboration, bathed in the glow of holographic projections. Students are deeply engaged in project work. Illuminated by soft light, students work on collaborative projects, their faces filled with concentration and curiosity. A voice echoes through the room. In the future, students will learn at their own pace with AI tutors that adapt to their individual needs. Tinker's voice continues, "Classrooms will be collaborative spaces for project-based learning." The AI avatar appears to offer guidance, its gentle presence enhancing the collaborative atmosphere. The classroom extends into an abyss, each desk illuminated by the frigid light of AI tutors. A lone maintenance bot sweeps through the room, its mechanical limbs echoing in the silence. Luna's voice echoes, devoid of warmth. Algorithms dictate the lesson, no room for thought, no sweet digression. Knowledge streams, a digital flood, individuality, misunderstood. Luna's voice continues. The human spark, a fading ember, as circuits glow. Remember, remember, the cost of progress, cold and stark. The cyber cafe glows faintly, a haven for digital souls lost in the screen's embrace. Tinker's face, a canvas of defiance and fatigue, reflects in the cold glass of his monitor. His fingers dance across the keyboard, weaving spells of code across the digital expanse. The screen stares back, a cold, unblinking eye. Tinker's voice echoes in the digital void. "No human touch, just algorithms fly," he laments, trapped in the relentless digital flow. "In this digital prison, we're all just the same," Tinker whispers, his face a mask of weary acceptance. The location is bathed in ethereal light, dust motes swirling in the air, creating a scene of otherworldly beauty. Luna enters, her eyes widening in awe at the sight before her. "Whoa, that's intense!" Luna gasps, her voice filled with wonder. Luna continues to stare, completely captivated by the breathtaking view. The prompt writing classroom buzzes with focused energy, students absorbed in their laptop. Mrs. Ray, her expression soft, approaches Luna, a beacon of encouragement in the bustling room. Luna pauses, her eyes meeting Mrs. Ray's with a mix of anticipation and pride. Mrs. Ray's voice fills with warmth as she praises Luna's work. Excellent work, Luna. You're grasping the nuances of prompt writing. A subtle nod from Luna, her eyes reflecting a quiet confidence as she returns to her work. In a moment of genuine warmth, Luna's face lights up with a radiant smile. Luna expresses her heartfelt appreciation. Thanks, Mrs. Ray. Luna gives credit where it is due. Subject and Tinker's help is recognized. Luna acknowledges her gratitude with a gentle, thankful smile. Luna's expression radiates pure, unadulterated gratitude. Luna's words carry the weight of sincere appreciation. In a classroom bathed in sunlight, Mrs. Ray stands ready, her smile promising a journey of discovery. Sunlight dances through the air, illuminating the eager faces of her students. With a gentle gesture, she encourages her students to embrace the power of words. They're valuable tools, Mrs. Ray reminds them, her voice filled with conviction. Remember, prompt writing is a skill that improves with practice, she urges, her eyes sparkling. Keep experimenting, Mrs. Ray exclaims, her enthusiasm igniting a spark of curiosity in the room. The lab hums with potential as Luna's smile radiates confidence. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, inputting a new prompt. She leans forward, her anticipation building as she awaits Tinker's creation. The computer screen illuminates her hopeful expression. In a realm of the unknown, Luna's gaze is drawn downward, her attention captured by a small device in her hands. Her expression is a mix of curiosity and anticipation as she begins to speak. With a determined tone, Luna addresses the device. Okay, Tinker, let's see what you can do with this. Her fingers gently activate the device, a subtle hum filling the silence. A soft glow emanates from the device, illuminating Luna's face with a hopeful light. The computer screen casts a luminous glow on Luna's face, her eyes reflecting unwavering focus. Her fingers move across the keyboard, each keystroke echoing with newfound resolve. A complex prompt materializes on the screen, a testament to Luna's growing mastery. Luna's confidence shines as she completes the prompt, ready to unleash its potential. The story draws to a close, the final scene dissolving into the quiet embrace of darkness. The film concludes, leaving only the echo of untold stories in the silent void. Darkness descends, the last vestige of light extinguished. In the profound stillness of the fade-out, a chapter closes, marking the end.